He kōna ipurangi tēnei nā te reo irirangi o Aotearoa.
I'm here at Esperance's nest, and we've just been down to her nest to candle her 3 eggs. Unfortunately, it looks like at least the first 2 of her eggs are infertile, but we'll see. Still hope for the last. It's very windy here tonight, and our tent pole is broken, so we'll probably head home after Esperance is safely back on her nest.
Kia ora and a big hello. I'm Alison Balance, back with Voice of the Kākāpō from RNZ. We're up to part 5 of our audio adventure. Kākāpō sperm takes to the air. Doc's Deirdre Vercoe is here to tell us that story.
We'll remove the infertile eggs. We will take those eggs back down to the hut where we'll, just to be sure, candle them again and check them again. And if there's any doubt, particularly if an egg is younger, and we'll incubate it for 3 or 4 days just to be on the safe side.
So, every day, Daryl Eason checks all the eggs in the egg room.
Infertile.
And consigns definitely infertile ones to an egg box in the fridge.
This is Pearls. Her first clutch was infertile, and she had to fight with the petrels and broke one of her eggs. She renested very quickly, actually, and now she's laid another 4 eggs. And the first one and the third one are infertile, and she's still got 1 in the nest. So there goes another 5 for the fridge. Very sad. Need to do the artificial insemination to make sure that more of them are fertile.
Yeah, artificial insemination with Kākāpō is no easy feat, and some of the world experts that we work with are used to a situation where they have male and female in captivity next door to each other. Very easy. Get the sperm, insert it to the female, go home, have a cup of tea. With Kākāpō, the realities are that we have a species living on an offshore island in rugged terrain, and it can take several hours just to track down and catch a single male. And then you also have to track down the female. Sometimes Kākāpō are up trees quite high and you can't catch them, so you can actually spend all day trying to locate your male, collecting a sample. You may have to try 2 or 3 males to get enough semen, and then go to find your female late in the day and she's up a tree. Yeah, it is a long process and it's hard work, it's hard physical work.
Catching a Kākāpō is a team effort, one that includes Andrew Digby.
This is Wolf, and he was hiding under quite a big clump of garnia, and a really nice little spot down here.
I actually heard him before I saw him. He gave himself away, and then I was within a foot of him before I saw him.
We're on loop track near Twin Rocks, up near the top of Whenua, and we're here to do some semen collection. We've got some towels, some catch gear, and we've got a microscope which Daryl's been carrying, which is pretty heavy. It weighs probably at least 10 kilograms, and some batteries to power it. So yeah, quite a lot of heavy gear to shift up the hill.
So just rubbing down his back, from around his kidneys to his cloaca. And usually if their feet are trembling and like he is a bit, that's a good sign.
Okay, promising.
Hello, mister. That's okay. And he's going to check for motility, how fast and how well all the sperm are moving. Trying to check every male, because some individual males will have a lot of sperm abnormalities, especially deformed heads. So it's good to know who are our options when we want to carry on with artificial insemination.
So the first counting we have in this field of view, we have 5 sperm cells moving progressively. 10 moving on their place and 7 not moving at all. So the movement, the motility in this sample is not the best.
Our first successful artificial insemination was in 2009. We had 3 chicks produced in 2 nests from artificial insemination.
And then that was actually the first time that artificial insemination had been done in a wild bird species. We inseminate the females with the males that we want them to mate with, and it might be because that's a male who has never produced offspring before, so we want to make sure his genes are passed on. Or it may be because a female's mated with a male which is unsuitable from a genetic point of view. It could be a close relative, like a nephew or maybe even a son, for example, and we want to override that mating with a more suitable one from a genetic point of view.
Helen is just making her assessment of Stumpy. I think we've probably got enough between him and Arab, so we will give you a bell soon about what's happening.
All good.
There's no wind, fantastic.
I know, perfect day for droning. Okay, exciting. We'll catch up with you soon.
Yep, they're all clear.
This is a first for me and for the program today, so we're going to attempt a sperm collection and delivery by drone, which is a kind of crazy idea, but it could work really, really well. So at the moment, Daryl and Andrew and Helena are on the other side of the island, and then they'll get to a high point and they'll fly the sample across to Anton, who's waiting just at our high point above us, and we'll attempt to do an artificial insemination. So it's a great idea because it will cut down the time that it takes to get the sample from point of collection to insemination, which should hopefully increase our chances of success.
Also, we do this to try and improve fertility as well, because one of the things that we've found is that when a female mates with one male, her fertility of her eggs will be around about 50% or so. If she mates with the same male twice, that fertility goes up to about 2/3, but if she mates with 2 different males, that fertility is around about 90%. So there's a huge advantage in fertility if she mates with different males. And so one of the reasons that we do the artificial insemination is to try and simulate those 2 matings.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Yep, I've just picked it up. It's looking good, I've got a visual.
That's fantastic. Yep, keep us posted.
Yep, will do.
It's quite ironic that some Kākāpō semen is flying across the island. This is quite a moment.
Yep, so far so good.
I don't bite my nails, but I'm biting my nails.
That's really cool.
So cool. I'm so excited.
Let's see what's in there.
Look at that. That's the quickest sperm delivery ever.
Here it is. This is our sample we're going to use. It looks good, good volume. Let's put it in the fridge so we keep it cold and warm it up when we're ready for the insemination.
Hey, Diggs and Daz from D. We have a fantastic sperm sample over at Twin Rocks. Thank you so much.
Good luck with that, Steve.
Yeah, hey, it worked.
Hey, wicked, thanks, Anton. Next goes.
Let's go get Esperance. She gave us a bit of a run around to start with. I think it's so dry at the moment that the forest floor is just so crunchy when you walk through it. It's quite hard to approach quietly. So she took off at great speed, but we managed to keep up with her, and then she climbed a small tree. Just out of reach, but we managed to get her moving a little bit through the canopy and then managed to catch her out of a tree. So we've got her in the bag. I made the drone bit look easy. So I'm going to hold her with her cloaca or her vent uppermost.
Now we have the cooled semen sample. We don't want the sperm to waste the energy by running during the time between desemination and insemination, so we cool it down. And when we are ready for the insemination, then we warm it up again so that the semen is agile and motile and is ready to go to its place. Now we have to hope that one of the sperm find its way to the egg cell.
And I think we'll leave the flying Kākāpō sperm swimming towards an egg and keep our fingers crossed until next time on RNZ's Voice of the Kākāpō. I'm Alison Balance. I recorded and produced the show, and Phil Benge mixed it. A big thanks to the Kākāpō Recovery team at the Department of Conservation, especially Deirdre Vercoe, Daryl Eason, Andrew Digby and sperm expert Andreas Bublatt, all the way from Germany. You can find us, RNZ, Voice of the Kākāpō, wherever you listen to podcasts, and at rnz.co.nz/Kākāpō. Cheerio for now. Mā te wā.